Hey, Starlights, welcome back. So, we're in our next edition for our Thriving Thursdays. We're doing our lovely Geminis here. So, we're going to cleanse a bit more. I wanted to do something soothing, so I have on some meditation music just to center and calm the mind and body. So we still have our message of the day up, and that's our 10 of Swords with the Four of Wands. And we have the Ace of Cups down below. So we're letting go of the negative, which is very fitting for the new year. We're going into New Year's Eve on Friday. And we're bringing in the positive, nothing but love, filling our cup, making sure that our cup is overflowing and abundant. So let's see what the Geminis have to say. All right. Oh, and I have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Love it. Messages for our Geminis, please. Message for Geminis. Sun, Moon, and Rising. What messages do we have to give to the Geminis? Message for our Geminis, please. Message for our Geminis, please. Collective messages for all of our Geminis. Energy. Oh, overcoming. Obstacle. Come on, guys. Let's end this. And outcome for our Geminis. Oh, yes. Geminis. Okay. We are feeling stuck. We're feeling a little shaky. There's things that we have to let go of. And I think that you're holding on based out of love, based out of care. We have the overall is the Four of Cups. And that's that lacking feeling, that stagnant feeling. And it's like, well, what can I do? What should I do? I'm not myself. And underneath that you have the Page of Cups reverse with the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like, you know that you're bored. You're not achieving or attaining the best of you. And that lacking feeling is diminishing that care and that love that you once had. So with going through that, you got to move forward. You have great fortune on its way, and you have to be prepared to get through the stagnant energy and ready to rebuild. You have justice right in front of the King of Wands. So it's time to bring that passion back. It's time to bring that love back, because this stuck energy, this moving just as slow as molasses, is not you. It's not Gemini. It's not who you are. And it's just like, well, what do I do? What do I do? How do I get through this? How do I uplift myself? Looking at your energy, you got the Death card coming in sideways. Close the cycle. You're ready to transform. You're ready to go to the next level, but you're being weighed down because you're letting things slow you down. When you're slowing down, you can't close that cycle fully. And in doing that, that door is not shutting. That's your energy. Your obstacle is the World card. Once again, closing out karmic cycles, closing out things so you can attain more. It's time to go. And most times I compare the Death card to the cocoon phase. You're going within so you can transform into that beautiful butterfly. You're just right now stuck in that cocoon. You already blossomed. You've already blossomed. And we don't want you to stay stuck in your cocoon. You're ready to come out of that cocoon, but it's like you're waiting, in a sense, to come out of that cocoon just yet, because other things have got your attention. And you're thinking, well, what about this? Well, what about that? No. Move forward, because one thing is sometimes you have to be that leader. Geminis are amazing leaders. And you have to be the one to step forward so people behind you can see how to do it. You have the Page of Swords for your overcoming. That right there is definitely you trying to start something fresh. And it's like a slow growing process. And it's coming sideways, so it's like that stop and start. We don't need to stop and start. We need to go ahead and drop what's slowing you down. Don't allow yourself to be carrying that big shell on your back. Remember, for my nerds here, remember when Master Roshi was training Goku and Krillin? So he put it on weighted clothes and a huge shell that they had to just wear no matter what. And it doesn't matter what the circumstances were. They could not take that shell off, and that thing was heavy. But over time, their body strengthened immensely carrying that load. This is your journey because you're strong enough to carry that, but don't overdo it. It's at some point, they've been strong enough to remove that shell. You have to know that you are strong enough to remove the shell, and don't keep wearing it because it's comfortable or because it's what you're used to. It's comfortable of the things that you're doing. You're going to keep doing that. If you're going to stay in this Page of Swords, your outcome is going to be the Seven of Wands. That's still conflicts. That's still fighting. Hoarding what you've learned, but not taking what you've learned to expand upon it. And people want what you have learned, so they're going to keep coming to try to search in you, take what you've learned, and start with their own selves. We don't got time for that. Yes, it's good to safeguard yourself. Absolutely. Safeguard your energy, safeguard your home. If you're parents, your children, if you have your career from your associates that you work with, because you don't want your ideas or you don't want that energy or anything to be stolen. We grasp that. We get it. But it's time for you to come outside that shell. Come outside of the box. Because once you know your strength, you don't have to worry about this Seven of Wands. Those conflicts that you have dealt with over time strengthen you to go forward. So it's still going to be a task to get you through the issues that you're going through, but you have to be the one to let go. You have to be the one to let go, because you can't just sit here and say, well, I just wanted to be sure that I gotten everything that I needed for my family, for my friends, for this, for that. That's great. Thank you for caring. Thank you for loving. But what about said friends? What about those? They still have to learn on their own, right? They still have to go through their own thing. They can have a mentor. They can have a teacher. Master Roshi was just that. He was their sensei. He was the one to teach them. But he knew that they had to learn things on their own. They had to learn things on the hard way. They had to learn things to get through all of the issues of life. So it's time that you stop seeing yourself as Sensei Gemini. Make sure you push into yourself. Just as much time and dedication that you're putting into your students, you got to make sure that you're doing that for you. Are you truly pouring into you? Death card coming in sideways, please. Come through. Oh, yes. Thank you. I'm very appreciative of those cards. World card. Page of Swords coming in sideways. Seven of Wands. And the Four of Cups. All right, there we go. Okay, underneath the deck of this card here, Underneath the deck of this secondary deck is going to be the Fool. Take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. I'm going to say it again. Take a leap of faith. It's time for you to go ahead and see and show yourself, hey, I'm worthy. I'm strong. I know that I can do this. I know that I can get through this. I know that I can build from this. So I'm ready. There's so much that I've been doing for everything else, but there's things that I want to do for myself, for nurturing myself, for starting in within myself. So it's time for you to go ahead and start doing that. Why do I say that? Your energy, once again, is this Death card. With the Death card, you got the Queen of Swords, you've got the Ace of Wands, and you have the Ten of Cups. You have to go within your power. Finally make the decision to close this chapter. You don't have anything to worry about. You don't have anything to wonder about. You don't have to worry, am I enough, or am I doing the right thing? Am I leaving behind my burdens just to make sure I stand up on me? How are you supposed to have the strength within yourself if you're allowing so much around you to hold you down? You got to let go at some point. And you, my dear, are like an eagle. You're a free, strong bird. You're not meant to be tethered here. You rise. You go well above the clouds, high above the clouds. So it's time for you to soar. It's time for you to soar. So once you go within your power, this Queen of Swords, and she's upright. She is strong. She understands and knows who she is. She's very decisive. She's very understanding. She's fair, but she's a game changer. She makes sure she puts in everything, and it's not out of nastiness. It's to make sure that she knows, I'm putting all my ducks in a row. I'm analyzing and factoring in all things because I'm ready to go forward. And she's ready to go into her Ace of Wands. This Ace of Wands, that is starting a new beginning. Once again, beautiful for going into the new year. Knowing who you are, bossing up, and moving forward. Because once you do, you got your Ten of Cups. You will have all the things that you have been searching for. You'll have all the things that you've been asking for once you go within your power. Once you say, hey, I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm wanting. I am not afraid. I am not worried. I'm going head first. And it is what it is. So with our World card, once you let go, you're closing those karmic cycles. You got it with the Six of Wands. You have greatness on your side. You have victory. Victory. And once you get out of the thick mud that's slowing you down, that's holding you back, you'll be able to fly forward. Sometimes when we go through so much and we love them, we care for them, we know this is, we did it out of loyalty and respect and everything. Sometimes people aren't meant to go to the next level because they don't know how to handle this next level, or they might not even be ready for the next level. So think about that. Ponder about that. Because once you allow yourself to set your own domain, your creative juices fly far beyond the box that you've confounded yourself in. You have a commitment coming your way, a partnership. You have the Hierophant to the Page of Swords. There's something that you got coming to you. Something beautiful that you've got coming to you. And you have to make sure that you're getting yourself together for it. That overall, that Four of Cups, you have worked extremely hard. Seven of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords. You've worked extremely hard for those that have stolen from you, those that have mooched off of you, those that have drained you. You've worked hard to, one, keep your composure. Two, keep building yourself back up, but you've let your energy be too accessible. You can't do that. You cannot allow yourself to do that. You have this with the King of Cups, which is beautiful. This is the master of love and care and compassion. You don't give yourself to too many people, but when you do, there's a whole lot of love to give. But you still keep some of that love reserved for you, just only you, no matter what the circumstances is. So you have to remember that when you're doing things like this, know who you are, know where you're centered, and allow yourself to wash away all that negative and keep moving in love. Don't let this staleness and people trying to take your energy turn you cold. Don't do that, because you have things coming towards you. This Hierophant, something beautiful is coming. Maybe a partnership, maybe a union, reconciliation, something to help you build. But you have to know, with people that's trying to steal your joy, people that's trying to upset or bring you down, those people are not welcome near you. They're not welcome near you because they see the potential within you and see where you're going. So they're going to try to keep taking that and keeping you confounded. We don't do that. We don't do that, because you're going to have to face some things even more. But this is your test. Are you going to be able to take on these instances still? Are you going to be able to do this by yourself? Because once you do, you'll be able to get through the Seven of Wands. You have it with the Six of Cups, so that's a lot of beautiful memories that you share. But stop holding on to past memories. Put those in the vault. Put those in the vault. And I mean, take the past memories of the good and the bad. You take on everything. And why I say that is because of the sheer fact of hardships are things that you've learned from. Things that are good are things that you appreciate. If they're catatonic, let those go. Don't hold on to, well, I don't want to go through this again, so I just want to safeguard. No. Don't bring negative with you. Bring only positive. You've learned from that. You've listened and reworked through all of those hardships. You overcome that. Leave them in the past. Because you have abundance on its way. Sun card with the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Remove all the negative. Keep your head up, because abundance is coming your way. I mean, a pure, divinely guided love is on its way. And with that, Ten of Pentacles, you started with the Ten of Cups. You also have the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that abundance on top of abundance on top of abundance. You have new ventures coming to you emotionally, mentally, financially, business-wise, spiritually-wise. You're growing. You're growing. And take on these things. Take them on. Feel them. And what's not meant for you, release it and keep it pushing. Because some people can't do that. They hold on to these things like a clutch because they don't know how to let go. This hurt them, and they're stuck on what hurt them. And you can't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't harm yourself or upset yourself based on what was or what could have been. We don't have time. We don't have the time, so it's time to move forward. Messages for our Geminis, please. Oh, wow. Oh, yes. Okay. So here we have the Seven Sisters. Circle. Sisterhood enriches my life. Sisterhood enriches my life. Sisterhood enriches my life. You are going to need your sisters, your family, your soul family, probably even work-related. People that you've grown close to. That you feel comforted and like sisters. That you're so close to. You have grown close to a specific set of fellowship with your sisters. Let them help you through your journey. you go through this journey, but you go through this journey alone. You go through this journey alone. And it's not saying, oh, I have to do everything on my own. No. You have to make your moves alone and make sure you strengthen yourself, but you still have your safeguard. You still have your army with you. Because sometimes they can help you through things that you can't get yourself through. And they're able to just go ahead and talk to you. And you got to be open to listen. You got to be open to listen and say, you're right. You're absolutely right. So you got to get that tough love just as much as you give that tough love. You guys are very blunt individuals, and we need that. Some people can't accept that. So make sure that you talk to your sisters. Talk to spirits. They put your sisters around you for a reason. Keep in communication with your sisters. Alrighty, and then you have the queen, the Amazon queen, battle. I'm a devoted warrior of the universe. I'm a devoted warrior of the universe. I'm a devoted warrior of the universe. That's under the deck. You're meant to be this wild and caring and free person. You're meant to get through these hardships, because in doing that, that's right here is where you have your visionary. That right there is your third eye. Awake. With an intuitive perspective, I see the bigger picture. Perspective. With an intuitive perspective, I see a bigger picture. With an intuitive perspective, I see a bigger picture. With an intuitive perspective, I see a bigger picture. Go beyond the clouds. I see way more up here. I'm in the 5D. I cannot be pulled back to the 3. I'm meant to ascend. I'm meant to go higher. I'm meant to flow. So if we're meant to flow, do so. Do so for yourself, because you can't allow yourself to be restrained or confounded. That doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So don't allow yourself to feel that way. All right. So here we have for Geminis, our Heal Yourself reading cards. What do we have? Master number 33. And then you have rejection under the deck. Hold on just a second. Where'd your card go? There we go. Found it. So here, Master number 33, you have the sexual arts. Now, I know we're all thinking, whoa, what does this have to do with anything, Crystal? Let's see. Let's see what the book says. Because these cards can and will call you out. And we all need that honest and blunt kind of nature. So let's see what the book says. All right. Sexual arts. Bring more light into your sexuality. Keeping sexuality alive is an art form very few people truly understand. Are you sexually attracted to your partner every day? Sexual energy only occurs when there is sexual polarity. Everyone has both masculine and feminine qualities to gift each other. The only time there is a sexual spark is when one person embodies more of their masculine and the other embodies more of their feminine. The masculine is the unchanging witness, present, direct, decision-making, trying to bring everything to closure, and consciousness itself. The feminine is change, life force, light, flowing movement, Mother Nature emotions. Don't buy into the myth that sexual attractions eventually die in long-term relationships. Sexual polarity is an art that takes practice. It can be subtle and last a lifetime if you constantly reinvent your gift and use an open heart. So for you guys, I don't think that staying in a sexual mindset is what this is trying to convey. I'm thinking that it's showing your innermost spark within balancing your masculine and your feminine side. Don't be too dominant in masculine. Embody that feminine. You did get the Queen of Swords. Embody that feminine nature. So you're balancing one more of the other, because you're not a subservient person. You're not a subservient person. And even to those that are more docile than others, sometimes you have to bring up to yourself that the masculine type of person, and calm and soothe yourself and understand within self and say, hey, I'm both. I'm strong. I see past all the bullshit and I'm not taking anything negative. So therefore, go ahead and balance yourself within masculine and within feminine, because that is a very sexy, knowing I see you. There's something different about you and I like it. And that's when people approach you. You're not too hard, but you're not too soft. You're a beautiful mix of two. So I think within self, you have to see you're not selling yourself short and you're not hurting from the rejections that you felt. You're taking things on. And when you take these on, you strengthen yourself. And that's how you grow. All right, guys, I love you so much. Bye.